Just about closing time here on the National Hour. I'm Darius Thigpen.
And I'm Jeffrey Hammersley.
And you're watching the National Hour on Buckeye TV. Glad you folks could join us for this edition of the National Hour. USA, Mexico, soccer. This happened here in Columbus Tuesday night. U.S. was able to beat Mexico 2-0 as everyone was chanting USA, yep. USA, taking out the Mexican national team. And Jeff, U.S. is going to Brazil.
Yeah,
They've
right.
clinched a spot in the World Cup.
That is a huge win, really. Columbus and Crew Stadium, that's been a place like mystique. When the United States needs a victory or a draw, they go to Columbus, and they got the victory against Mexico. United States now in, they punch their ticket, get the passports ready for Brazil. But on the flip side, Mexico, they need to win out just to get really a playoff position against New Zealand. And right now, with the way it's going, they need all the luck and all the skill in the world just to get back to really just even go to Brazil.
Yeah, I didn't get to go to the game. It was a premium on tickets, as you got to see, Jeff. Not a lot of tickets out there, but 2-0, USA, 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 Brazil, Brazil, yeah. Whatever you wanted to chant. It was a good time, a lot of fun for the fans here in Columbus who got to celebrate U.S. men's national soccer team. So another story, Mexico-U.S. Battle, if you will. Floyd Mayweather is going to be taking on Canelo Alvarez on Saturday night. Money Mayweather, 44-0, but Alvarez, who's 13 years younger, is 42-0-1. So a couple of guys with similar records in boxing, and one guy is 13 years younger than the other. Who gets the advantage in this?
I mean, Mayweather, he's always been good. I just can't see the fight where he loses. But I want to go upset pick. I think Alvarez, Canelo Alvarez, if it's going to happen, this guy younger, he's a little bit faster. I'm going to go with him.
Yeah, they say Alvarez is much more of a power guy, which could play into Mayweather's hands. Mayweather is known for being a quick, speedy guy, ducking around and using your strength against you. So I think Mayweather is going to take it, but watch out, 13-year difference and a guy who has a very impressive record. Canelo Alvarez obviously has not faced anyone like Mayweather, but we'll see what happens. Alvarez and Mayweather, that's going to be this Saturday. It should be interesting. Finally, going on to some baseball, AL wild card is still wild, Jeff.
Yeah, it's getting hotter.
It's getting to that point. Texas and Tampa Bay, 1 and 2 in the wild card. New York is back just one game of the wild card. Cleveland and Baltimore are a game and a half out. Kansas City is right there as well. The AL Central, AL East, and the AL West with Texas all converging on that 1-2 playoff spot.
I mean, it's loony. We look at the NL Central with the Reds, Cardinals, and Pirates fighting. Then you look at the AL. It's an all-out brouhaha. It's a battle royale, as you would say, for that final spot right now. You have Texas, Tampa, New York, Cleveland, Baltimore, and the Royals there. 6 teams. It's a battle royale here, and you got a month left, less than a month left, and really the final week is when we're going to find out if the late surge is going to happen, or will the Yankees find a way to get back in, or will Cleveland find a way, or will Tampa and Texas solidify themselves into the playoffs?
Yeah, cue the WrestleMania all-out cage match between these teams going down the stretch. So baseball season is winding up end of September and going into October. We'll see who does it to end the baseball season. So now to end the show, we've got our final stories, and we're going to start with Jeff Hammersley over here with his final story.
All right. It's been a little over 24 hours since Ohio State men's basketball tickets went on sale. About 15 minutes after that, they were all gone. I wouldn't be that upset if the people who were buying the tickets went to those games, but some of the people buying tickets are just reselling them at a higher price, some of them astronomically high. I get that people want to make money off Ohio State tickets, which are a hot commodity here in the Columbus area, but buying and selling them in this fashion is just wrong. Some people actually want to go to those games, but the vultures who buy the tickets just to sell them at an inflated price make that impossible. If you buy the tickets but sell them at face value or slightly higher to a friend or another student, I don't see anything wrong with that. But selling them at like 3 times the cost with a weak non-conference and Big Ten schedule at home in the Johnson Center, come on, man.
Apparently, it's a crime to celebrate in sports. If you're going through and you hit a home run or you score a touchdown and start dancing, you could have something bad happen to you. If you dunk and you taunt after, you're liable to catching an elbow the next time you go through the lane. I'm not with that. If you have something happen in sports, you should be able to celebrate it. You shouldn't have to worry about something happen. In football, if you score a touchdown and start dancing, you could get flagged for dancing. If you hit a home run and stare it down, you might catch a fastball to the ear the next at-bat. Look, last night, the phenom pitcher for the Florida Marlins, from my high school, Alonzo in Tampa, had to learn this lesson the hard way. Jose Fernandez hit his first career home run and admired it a bit too long. The Braves, who were playing Fernandez's Marlins, took exception to the rookie's actions. Benches cleared when Braves third baseman Chris Johnson charged from his defensive position to get into Fernandez's face. Look, if you don't want to do flexing on you after dunking, move your feet and play some defense. If you don't want somebody doing the Dougie in the corner of the end zone, how about you just shut them down and break up a pass or two? And if you don't want a rook stunting on you after going deep, try not giving up bombs to pitchers. Cool. So that's going to do it for us here on the National Hour. We're just about out of time. We thank you for joining us here on Buckeye TV. And of course, the Ohio State-Cal game coming up 7 o'clock Eastern Time. It's going to be 4 o'clock local time. We'll have it for you live on the student home of the Buckeyes, Scarlet and Gray Sports Radio, ohiostatesports.net. You can always get all of your updates from The Lantern on thelantern.com and Buckeye TV on buckeyetv.com. Jeff, do you have anything else?
I'm just pumped up for football season. I'm just pumped up for this game this week against Cal and the other games happening around the country.
The Buckeyes are going back to Cali, and they're certainly hoping that they can get a double feature on that trip as they want to be back out there in January.
Absolutely. That's right now the goal, Pasadena or bust, and right now it starts with Berkeley.
I'm Darius Thigpen.
And I'm Jeffrey Hammers.
And this was the National Hour. Thank you for joining us.
This is Manny Wilson speaking for The National Hour, a Buckeye TV television production.